Hi, this is a quick video on how to set up a quiz in Moodle. Log into Moodle and go to your course and turn editing on. In the section you wish to place the quiz in, click Add an activity or resource and select Quiz and then Add. Give the quiz a name, and then you can look at whether you want the quiz open at any time. You can set when you want the quiz first to appear, when you want the quiz to close, how long you wish the quiz to be open for, what needs to happen when the time is up. I tend to leave those in the default format, so the quiz is open at any time. You can select the grade, so in here we can set the grade to pass. So if there were 10 questions and you want 50% to be a pass, then you can set in there 5 marks out of 10 as the pass mark. You can also determine how many times a student can attempt the quiz, from unlimited to just the once, to repeat the test once, up to 10 times. And you can also work out whether you want the subsequent grade to be the highest grade they got, the average grade, the grade they got the first time, or the grade they got the last time they attempted the quiz. Again, I tend to leave those in their default state. Layout lets you determine whether you want every question to be on a separate page, or you can have a separate page after every 2 questions, or 3 questions, or 4, and so on. The question behavior says, do you wish to, for example, the multiple choice, do you want to be able to randomly shuffle the A, B, C, D and options? And also whether you want feedback to be deferred, or do you want it to be immediately after they answer that particular question? So there's some options in there to look at. In review options, again, I tend to leave those as they are, but you can determine when they can review their work, whether it's immediately after the attempt or later when the attempt is still open. The appearance allows the person, the user's picture, to be placed in the quiz, how many decimal points you want in the grades, how many decimal places in the question grades. Again, I tend to leave all these as they are. Extra restrictions may be that yes, they can repeat the quiz, but they can't do it until you've checked and given them a password in which to do so. You might say yes, they can repeat it, but there is a time that they can't repeat it unless 24 hours or 2 weeks or something like that has passed. Just turn that off. You can have overall feedback for that particular quiz that comes up at the very end of the quiz. Common module settings. Again, the only one I tend to change here is group mode. If I'm sharing a course with someone and we have groups set up so that our students appear just in their own class groups, then I would select visible groups for that. Restrict access. Again, I tend not to use that, but you can set it up so that only students in a particular class can see it, or a particular group within a class. Activity completion is where the students can tick that little box at the end of the activity on the Moodle main page to say it's been completed, or you might show activity as completed when particular conditions are met. For example, if they've got a pass mark, then the conditions are met and so they get a little tick. But only when they've managed to get that level of competency. Tags I don't play around with. Competencies I also don't really play around with. Once I've done that, I will save and display. And my quiz is set up. All I need to do now is add the questions.